some of the feedback to Tom Cotton's letter to the Iranians. These are newspaper editorials. You know, we started on Tuesday with the New York Daily News with this giant, traitors headline. In New Hampshire, the Concord Monitor. Now, I used to live in New Hampshire. It's a very conservative state. It's a very Republican state. They pride themselves in the fact that all the hippies and liberals are over in Vermont. Right? Concord Monitor, talking about Senator Kelly Ayotte, the Republican senator from New Hampshire, who signed this letter. Ayotte and the rest of the Gang of 47 would like nothing more than for the American people to view the letter as a necessary defense of guided negotiations and flawed policies, a comeuppance for an arrogant commander-in-chief who flaunts his contempt for the Constitution. They want you to know, America, that they wrote the letter for you because Obama must be stopped. In reality, they are playing a political game dangerously out of bounds. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette wrote, America's partners in the talks are among the world's most important nations, China, France, Germany, Russia, and the United Kingdom. They can only be appalled at seeing Secretary of State John Kerry and the President, who are charged with making the nation's foreign policy, hit from behind by one house of the federal legislature. The senators who signed this letter should be ashamed. By the way, has anybody called Tom Cotton's office to confirm that he received almost $1 million? Almost $1 million in supportive advertising in the last month of the campaign from the Emergency Committee for Israel? Sacramento Bee wrote, it's the Republican senators who signed the letters who could use a remedial civics class. The Constitution gives the president broad authority to conduct foreign policy. The Senate's advise and consent role only covers formal treaties. This potential deal on Iran's nuclear weapons program is not a treaty. It is a multinational agreement that involves Britain, China, France, Germany, and Russia, as well as the United States and Iran. Baltimore Sun. The poison pen note was a shocking example of just how far President Barack Obama's GOP critics in Congress are willing to go in an effort to undercut his foreign policy goals. The GOP senators might just as well have put a big sign over their chamber warning the mullahs in Tehran to prepare for war, because that's the practical import of rejecting any possibility of a negotiated resolution of the two countries' differences. The Boston Globe. Winning sympathy for the renegade Islamic Republic of Iran is no easy trick, but Republicans in the U.S. Senate seem to be accomplishing it with their breathtakingly reckless intrusion into international diplomacy. Traitors. The Iranians, by the way, have responded. The Iran's supreme leader said that this letter is a demonstration of disintegration in the American political process. Is it time to declare the Republican Party over?
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
Is it possible that another party might rise and replace the Republican Party? Because this Republican Party is clearly, basically, a RICO Act violation.